Okay, imagine a world where everything can talk with everything. This can be our phone to our watch or our fridge to our air conditioner. Each and every object you use is monitoring you and knows about you more than anyone in the world. What if they all together take care of you and work for your comfort? Well, that's IoT for you. Internet of Things refers to all digital devices around the world that are connected through internet. Computers, smartphones, smart TVs, cars, and even home appliances nowadays are part of Internet of Things. Moreover, IoT devices send data, receive, filter, store, and share the data remotely. However, IoT did not appear out of thin air. It was gradually developed as technology progressed over the years. Initially, it was only connections between two devices and human to human interaction through the means of fixed line telephones. Then WWW or World Wide Web was introduced and we got access to emails, all kind of information repositories and entertainment websites as well. Then came the age of e-commerce and online businesses that had started to flourish. The golden age of social media followed right after. Platforms like Facebook and YouTube were under the spotlight. And finally, the era we live in today, the Internet of Things or machine to machine interaction emerged. From facial recognition in street cameras, monitoring activities online, almost everything around us is a part of Internet of Things. Now let's look at a scenario. Suppose you have some household plants and you want to water them when the days are very humid. Usually, this will be done manually. But what if it could be automated? All that required is a humidity sensor, an actuator attached with a water spray, and a central cloud server where all the data will be stored. The sensor will sense whether the humidity is above or below a desired threshold and send data to the cloud server, which will then be processed. Here, you can see some of examples of sensors like tensiometer sensor that signals for soil water tension, soil temperature, and filling status, etc. Once processed, a signal will then be sent to the actuator to turn on. Thus results in watering the plants automatically. Internet of Things can make many monotonous tasks seem very easy, but as most things, it also comes with its own disadvantages. So let's discuss some advantages and disadvantages of Internet of Things. First of all, advantages. Communication. First and foremost, IoT makes communication much easier, even if they are separated by distance. It allows manual tasks to be automated and gives us full control of the actions of the devices involved. Then, it saves us a lot of time as a lot of information is only a few clicks away and can also be easily sorted. And lastly, it also increases efficiency. Now let's talk about the cons. First of all, compatibility issues. As manufacturers have different methods and protocols for their devices, so compatibility is an issue. Next, complexity. It is difficult to debug when faults and errors occur. Then privacy. Now, probably the first thing comes to everyone's mind is privacy. As large chunks of data is produced due to IoT and many devices are interconnected, this gives hackers more points to initiate a hack from. And lastly, unemployment. Many people today are at risk of unemployment due to automation taking over everything. Now, let's watch a short science fiction movie about a smart home where the house knows if I'm home and lights up the fireplace, where the fridge knows my diet more than my doctor, where the music player plays a melody according to my mood, and also my car knows the shortest route to my destination. These are not fictions anymore. Now let us talk about a small yet important part of Internet of Things, which is home automation. Home appliances can communicate with each other, perform tasks that are being programmed beforehand, and send us notifications when the tasks are being completed or if an error has been occurred. But how does a smart home actually work? It requires sensors that can take in data from its surroundings. It needs interfaces that can display data to the user, as well as internet connectivity that can be wired or wireless. Moreover, it needs actuators like smart TV, light or coffee maker, etc., to act on the given command from the user interface via the controller units through keypad pressing or touching and voice input. Now, just like before, this also has its pros and cons. So what are the pros? Pros. It saves energy as appliances are only used when necessary. It provides easy of use as every action that an elderly people will have the facility to control the appliances without having to physically get up. And then better security and control. Most importantly, it provides better security as alarms, cameras, etc., that can be monitored remotely, and notifications will be sent if any anomalies are being detected. Now, for the disadvantages, first of all, one of the biggest disadvantages is cost. It's expensive. Devices that can be programmed and can connect to the internet are usually fairly expensive. Another problem is that it may take time for some people to get used to all the procedures and pre-programming that comes with installing smart appliances. And then laziness. Finally, as we strive towards automation, we ourselves might become lazy. This can have negative effects in health as well as productivity.